We'll chant number 19. We'll chant the interpretation or the meaning. Then we'll also chant number 20 in English. So 3 ohms. Call and response. Loka, loka, samasta, samasta, sukino, sukino, bhavantu, bhavantu, loka, samasta, loka samasta sukino bhavantu sukino bhavantu loka samasta sukino bhavantu loka samasta sukino bhavantu loka samasta sukino bhavantu loka samasta sukino bhavantu. In English, may all beings everywhere, your turn, may all beings everywhere be happy and free, be happy and free, and may thoughts, words, and actions of my own life, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some small way, contribute in some small way to that happiness and to that freedom for all, to that happiness and to that freedom for all. Now look at number 20. Make me an instrument, make me an instrument for thy will, for thy will. Not mine but thine be done, not mine but thine be done. Free me from anger, jealousy, and fear. Free me from anger, jealousy, and fear. Fill my heart with joy and compassion. Fill my heart with joy and compassion. Now go back to Loka. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Once more. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Just setting up nice and tall, close the eyes, and allow that sound vibration to resonate within you. And the idea of a higher will, a higher intention to actually create a bhav, an energetic, that would uplift the lives of other beings. Inhale deeply through the nose, fill up the lungs completely. Feel how expansive you are. Then exhale everything out through the nose. Feel how expansive you are. Inhale halfway to a comfortable level and start with around a Kapalabhati, making short exhales on my claps. The inhales are happening, but they're passive. You're giving more than you're used to receiving. You're also becoming aware of the diaphragm and the breath, and you're waking up dormant energy at the base of the spine called Kundalini Shakti. And as you start to slow it down, exhale everything out all the way to the bottom. Engage Mula Bandha, lifting up at the pelvic floor. That's going to continue waking up Kundalini and also making you lighter in the practice. Connect to your Ujjayi Pranayama, your upward victorious breath, even inhales and exhales through the nose with an ocean sounding at the back of the throat. Let's set a metronome for that. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, open the eyes, come under the hands and knees. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Tuck the toes under, push the seat back to the heels, lift the knees up, coming into a downward facing dog. Continue your deep, full inhales and your deep, full exhales in that relaxed way. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Soften the knees, slowly walk the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet about hips width distance apart. Keep the hands about 6 to 8 inches in front of the feet. If the hands are lifting up, put blocks underneath the hands so there's an even connection through the hands and the feet. Yoga is about making connections. So I want you to think about that. So when you go to class, and if the seat of the asana, the hands or the feet, they lift off the floor, there's no more connection. So you want to make connections. Exhale 1, you want to connect with alignment, what's going on in the body. You want to connect with breath. You want to connect with intention. You want to connect with the world around you. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Soften the knees. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming up to a standing position. And come to the front of the mat, standing into Dasana, mountain seat. Big toes and heels touch. And probably if you needed blocks for the warm-up, you're going to need blocks for the Surya Namaskar. So don't be ashamed to use props. I'm a very prop-heavy teacher. I think that the props are like having a professional kitchen. Yes, you can make a cake with a whisk, but it helps if you have a KitchenAid mixer, okay? All right, bring the hands together in prayer. Set a higher intention for the practice today. Offer the practice up to the benefit and happiness of others. And then exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. Surya Namaskar. On the inhale, extend the arms up toward the sky, Urvahasana. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana, make a connection with the earth with the hands. Inhale, soften the knees, step right foot back into a long lunge and look at the wall in front of you. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Inhale, come forward to a plank, look at the wall in front of you. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, look at the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog, look at the navel, stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lightly step the right foot forward in between the hands or blocks. Exhale, the left foot next to the right and fold over the legs. Press palms down. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms, see the prayer. Exhale, fold over the legs again. Uttanasana, press palms down. Inhale, soften knees, left foot steps back, looking at the wall in front of you. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift hips, look at the navel. Inhale, come forward to a plank, look at the wall in front of you. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward dog, look at the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog, look at the navel, stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lightly step left foot forward between hands. Look at the wall in front of you. Exhale, right foot next to left, fold over the legs. Look at the shins. Inhale, rising up, extending the arms. See the prayer. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat, adding on to that. On the inhale, extend the arms up toward the sky, Urvahasasana. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana, press palms down. Inhale, lift head and chest halfway, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana, your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog, look at ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog and stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up with straight legs, extend the arms. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. Let's do that again. On the inhale, extend the arms, Urvahasasana. Exhale, folding over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, step, jump, walk back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog and stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Feet a little wider, David. Exhale, 4. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over legs. Inhale, rise up, extend arms, see the prayer. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, put the hands down, straighten the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. On the inhale, right foot forward, left heel turns down, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the block, step back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, look at the wall in front of you, Chaturanga. Don't look at the floor, it causes you to round your back. Inhale, upward dog, look at the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, looking at the wall in front of you, Chaturanga. Don't look at the floor. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to earth, step back, looking at the wall in front of you, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, look at the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog, look at the navel, stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between hands. Exhale, fold, your palms pressed down because those fingertips ain't going to help your hamstrings. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, come stand up to Dasana, mountain seat. So when you're folding forward, you want to have connection with hands and feet. Fingertips are like just floating magic hands, like they got helium. That's not a connection. Use those blocks. Don't be ashamed to use the blocks. Like I said, I had a KitchenAid mixer. I also got a food processor. You got an air fryer, don't you? I haven't got an air fryer yet. I'm going to get an air fryer. Okay. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Good. Then exhale, bring the hands together in the center of the chest. Twist over to the right. The left arm on the outside of the right thigh. Awkward twist. Stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, 5, and it'll come back to center, reach the arms up, awkward seat. Exhale, come stand up to Tadasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, hands together in the center of the chest, twist over to the left. The right arm on the outside of the left thigh, the chest lifts to meet the thumbs. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And I'll come back to center. Awkward seat. Exhale, come stand up to Tadasana, mountain seat. Soften the knees. And as you soften the knees, step the feet out about as wide as your arms, facing the windows. And you can bring your blocks to the front of the mat, too. It's always a good, because now we've changed the orientation of what the front of the mat is. Now, turn the right toes to the right. So the right toes are going to go toward this wall over here. And the left toes are going to turn in on a 45-degree angle. Yep. And you're going to lift your shoulders up, so your shoulders are over the hips. Then lift the arms up, shoulder height. Now you can soften the trapezoid muscle, so you don't have your trapezoids as earrings. Now look at your right index finger, bend your right knee, and as you bend your right knee, orient the right knee over the right ankle, right thigh parallel to the floor. And here again, just like standing up, cranial is over sacral. So you're not all of a sudden surfing. You're not leaning to the right. There's a little bit of pulling back with the left arm. Warrior 2, inhale. Exhale, 1, David, you should walk this right foot forward. Exhale, 2, yep. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, extend the right leg. Now exhale, reach to the right. Now you're kind of surfing. You're pulling the left hip back. Place the right hand on the right shin, below the right knee, not in front of it, not behind it. Then lift the left arm straight up into the air and make the right hand super light, as if you're trying to touch the ceiling instead of touch the floor. Create an energetic of lifting up instead of leaning back. Now, Deborah, I said like, put the hand here. Now, this is Bikram, what you're doing, but what that does is it puts you into an anterior pelvic tilt. Okay. So you're leaning forward instead of reaching up, and you're kind of collapsing. Does that feel different? Uh-huh. Okay, so it's a little different. Exhale, 1. It's not that Mr. Bikram is wrong. It's just different. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now on the inhale, press into the feet. Lift all the way up to a standing position. Good. Then exhale, bend the right knee. Place the right hand inside the right foot on the floor or block. And lift the left arm straight up into the air. And here, move your shoulders back toward the wall where I am. Pull the tailbone under so you're coming out of an anterior pelvic tilt and pulling the lower ribs in, contracting the abdomen muscles. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now look down at the right hand. On the inhale, come stand up, extending the right leg. Good. Then exhale, lower the arms. Rotate on the heels, turn the left toes to the left. Right foot in on a 45-degree angle. Yeah, so there's a little bit of internal rotation of the right thigh, and the right foot is oriented to what the left foot is doing. Inhale, lift both arms up to shoulder height. Then exhale, bend the left knee. As you bend the left knee over left ankle, left thigh parallel to the floor, cranial over sacral. Exhale, 1, inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Woo. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, extend the left leg. Now, reaching to the left, pull the right hip back. Put the left hand on the left shin, not in front of it, not behind it. And then reach the right arm up, but make the left hand light, pull the navel and the ribs in, squeeze at the glute muscles, and reach with the right hand toward the sky. Exhale, 1. So you're like being pressed between 2 panes of glass. Exhale, 2. You're not in a forward fold, nor is it a back bend. It's neutral. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now, pressing into the feet, lift all the way up. Yep. Then exhale, bend the left knee, place the left hand down inside the left foot. The left shoulder touches the inner left knee. The right arm lifts up again, trying to touch the ceiling. And you're pushing through the back and the outside of the right foot. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now look down at the left hand. On the inhale, come stand up, extending the left leg. Good. Exhale, lower the arms and rotate on the heels, facing the windows. Both feet are parallel. Hip, and they're like railroad tracks. So they're not turning out anymore. They're not turning in. Bring the hands to the waist, elbows pointed to the wall behind you. On the inhale, lift up and arch back, moving the pelvis forward, coming into a little bit of a back bend. Then exhale, fold forward, place the hands on the floor underneath shoulders. Now, blocks work for this too. So floor or blocks. Now, inhale, lift the head and chest. Now, here's the trick to this. Most of us, when we do this, are hanging out in the heels. The weight is in the back of the foot. Shift the weight forward into the front of the foot. The heel is not going to come off the ground, but it's kind of going a little lighter. Then exhale, fold forward and walk the hands back so the fingers or the blocks are in line with the toes. The sit bones are lifting up. There's an equal weight in the hands and the feet, and you're looking back at the wall behind you. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest, walk the hands forward. Yep. Then that's going to even out. You're not going to be tilted one way or the other. Bring the hands to the waist, elbows pointing up toward the ceiling. Pressing into the feet, lift up and arch back. Move the pelvis toward the windows, coming into a bit of a back bend. Then exhale, come back to center with the shoulders over the hips. Now clasp the hands together in a fist behind the back. As you clasp the hands together in a fist behind the back, roll the shoulders back toward where I am. On the inhale, lift up and arch back, coming into a little bit of a back bend. Then exhale, fold forward. As you fold forward, bring your head in between your ankle bones. Lift the arms away from the body. Exhale, 1. Feet are still going to be parallel. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift up and arch back, moving the pelvis forward. Good. Then exhale, come back to center with the shoulders over the hips. Release the hands. Bring the hands under the waist, elbows pointed to the wall behind you. On the inhale, lift up and arch back. Now exhale, fold forward, reach down, grab the big toes in yogi toe lock. Index finger and middle finger slide through the big toe and the second toe. The thumb is right on the big toenail. Then inhale, lift the head and chest, look up at the windows. And what you're going to do is you're going to move weight forward because most of us hang out in the heels. Now exhale, bend your elbows out to the side walls and pull your chest through your legs, breathing. Inhale, good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now keep a hold of the toes. Inhale, look up. Now exhale, bend the right knee a little bit. Feel the stretch happening on the adductor of the inner left leg. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, bend the left knee. Feel the inner stretch on the right leg. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend left. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend right and stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, bend the left knee. Stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. You'll have a stretch on the inner right leg. Exhale, 2. Deborah, you may want to bend the left knee a little more. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, release the toes. Place the hands on the floor. Your fingertips are going to be at the cut edge of your mat. Now, if you need to, put blocks underneath your hands. Match the blocks up with the cut edge of your mat. Now, look back behind you. Bend the knees and jump your feet together, putting your heels at the back cut edge of the mat. So you're in a modified Uttanasana, right? Toes touch, heels touch, bunions touch, whatever comes together, I don't care. But you want to find like you have one leg, okay? Now, putting weight into your hands evenly with your feet, start to lift the right leg out to the right side, not behind you, but right out to the side. Don't kick Veronique. So that's behind, over here to the side. Oh, so you got to go that way. And you got to lift up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Now, what I would do is I'd raise my blocks because you're bending that knee to do that. Exhale, 2. Now lift right out, not behind. Don't kick Veronique. Happiness and freedom for all beings. Don't kick her in the head. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, put your right foot on the floor next to the left. See why you want to have them come together? Because that's the center line. Put weight into your hands and your right foot. Lift your left leg to the left side, not behind you, but straight out. Exhale, 1, yeah. Pull your toes back toward the hips. Exhale, 2. Good, Veronique. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, put your left foot next to the right. Feet come together. Yep. Now, reach down with the first 2 fingers of your right hand. Grab your right big toe in yogi toe lock. Put weight into the left hand and the left foot. On the inhale, lift the right arm and the right leg out to the right side and stay. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Good, David. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently lower the right foot. Release the right big toe. What I love about this is it sounds so simple to do, and it's so hard. It's like loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. Sounds very simple, but it's very hard to have everything be about the upliftment of others. Put weight into the right hand. Reach over the first 2 fingers of the left hand. Grab the left big toe. So as you hold on to that left big toe on the inhale, lift the left leg out to the left side. Balance. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Use the abductors and the adductors. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently lower the left foot, release the left big toe. Soften the knees, start to roll one vertebrae up at a time, coming up to a standing position. Good for you. And now come back to the front of your mat, standing into Tadasana, mountain seat. I would bring the blocks with me. Like I said, come on, like always kind of think, oh, what was that? Like, All right, from here. On the inhale, bend the left knee into the chest. Give the left knee a hug. Now, interlace the fingers underneath the left thigh. Now, you're going to even out the hips. If you're kind of hiking the hip, you're going to find it hard to balance. On the inhale, extend the left leg and pull the toes back. Exhale, point the toes and bend the left knee. Inhale, extend and flex. Exhale, point and bend. Inhale, extend and flex. Exhale, point the toes. Keep the leg extended. Inhale, lift the arms up alongside the ears and balance. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. On the inhale, bring the arms alongside the body. Bend both the knees and bring the knees together. Like you're one of those plastic pink flamingos in somebody's yard. Start to hinge at the hip crease, tilt forward, and bring the left foot toward the ceiling. Then inhale, extend both the legs and reach the arms back, coming into warrior 3, balancing on the right foot. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Now listen, inhale. Exhale, put the hands on the floor of blocks and lift the head and chest. Exhale, fold over the right leg, standing split. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Bend the left knee and externally rotate the left leg after all of that closed hip. Now exhale, bring your left knee to the outside of the right foot and sit down like a curtsy. Adva Matsyendrasana. On the inhale, lift the left arm up alongside the left ear, and then twist deeply over to the right, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And inhale, come center. And then counter twist. Keep the shoulders over the hips. Then come center and set up for ankle to knee. Agni Stambhasana. So you want your foot kind of hanging off so you can dorsiflex and protect the ligament of the knee. Then lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward over the shins. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Happy hips. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Inhale. Lift the head and chest. Now lift the knees up. Put the feet on the floor. Open up the knees. Cheat. Take your hands behind you and stand up, because I know it's going to be hard for everybody. Just stand up. Figure out how to stand up. There you go. Good for you. Okay. Standing on your left foot. Bend your right knee into your chest. Give your right knee a hug. Now interlace the fingers underneath the right thigh. Let the right thigh become heavy. On the inhale, extend and dorsiflex. Exhale, plantar flex and bend. Inhale, extend and flex. Exhale, point and bend. Inhale, extend and flex. Exhale, point and bend. Now inhale, extend. Exhale, point the toes. Inhale, lift the arms alongside the ears. Balance. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now bring the arms alongside the body. Bend both the knees and bring the knees together like you're one of those plastic pink flamingos in somebody's yard in Florida. Hinge at your hip crease, tilt forward with the right foot coming toward the ceiling. Both knees are bent. Then extend the legs and reach the arms back, balancing in a warrior three. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, gently put the hands on the floor. Inhale, lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold. Walk the fingers back in line with the toes, standing split. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale. Lift the head and chest. Bend the right knee. Open. Stack the hips. External rotation. Then bring the right knee to the outside of the left foot and sit down like a curtsy. Seated spinal twist. Inhale. Lift the right arm up. Then exhale. Twist over to the left. And look over the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Then inhale, come center. And exhale, counter twist. And then center and move the right shin forward, stacking the left shin on top of the right, pulling the toes toward the middle of the body. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold. Fire log seat. I know, it's my favorite. It's because you sit all day. It's the piriformis. Exhale, one, and but it's that sitting all day. Exhale, two. You don't settle, well, I mean, it does get tight in people. I mean, I don't know anybody that goes, oh, this is so comfortable. This is, exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five, huh? Yeah. And then inhale, lift the head and chest. And from here, come into a straddle. Okay? Then pull the toes back. You can reach out, grab the toes. You can grab the ankles. You can grab the edges of the feet. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward. And as you fold forward here again, what you want to do is try to keep the sit bones plugged into the earth. Especially if you can, like me, I can get my head on the floor, but when I do, I compromise the sit bones and my sit bones lift up. So I kind of really only go about right here. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale. Exhale, six. Inhale. Exhale, seven. Inhale. Exhale, eight. Inhale. Exhale, nine. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Then inhale, lift the head and chest up. And then bring the legs together. Pull the toes back. Bring the hands next to the hips. Set up nice and tall. Then exhale, slide the hands down the outside of the feet and hold on the outside of the feet. Now, in Paschimottanasana, take that moment. Inhale, pull yourself forward, pull the navel in. And then exhale, bend the elbows and pull yourself forward toward the toes instead of downward toward the shins. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale. Exhale, six. Inhale. Exhale, seven. Inhale. Exhale, eight. Inhale. Exhale, nine. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Then inhale, lift the head and chest. Bend the knees. Place the feet where the knees were, but the feet are about hips width distance apart. 2 fists. Take the hands behind you 6 to 8 inches. The fingers can be slightly turned out. If you have tight shoulders or blocks underneath the hands, that's terrific. On the inhale, lift the hips. Then exhale, let the head go back. Tabletop. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bring the chin in the chest and come down. Now open up the knees. Bring the feet together. Bring the heels back toward the pubic bone. Now, if you peel your feet open, like take your thumbs, put it right there on the big toe mound, and roll the feet open. Notice how the knees come down. Changes, if I keep the feet like this, the knees come up. Roll the feet open like you're opening up a book, and all of a sudden the hips open up. Lift the head and chest, and exhale, fold forward. Cobbler, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Now keep your knees just like they are. Take your hands behind you, lay down on the back. Supta Baddha Konasana. You can bring the hands to the inner thighs, suggest external rotation. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now lift the knees up and place the feet on the floor flat. Reach down with the middle finger and touch the heel. So that's going to bring the feet apart and bring the ankles underneath the knees. On the inhale, lift the hips, the lower back, the middle back, the lower chest or upper back, and then bring your hands underneath your back. Clasp your hands together in a fist. Building a bridge. Setu Bandha Asana. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Release the hands. Come down, the middle back, the lower back, and the hips. Extend the legs out in front of you like you're in Shavasana. Then bring the left arm alongside the left ear. Roll over to the left and come lay down on the abdomen. Now, squeeze the legs together. Make one leg. Reach the arms alongside the body like you did in Warrior 3. Then as one unit on the inhale, lift the head, chest, legs, and arms. Shalabhasana. Seat of the locust. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, relax. Dhanurasana, seat of the bow. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. As you grab the ankles, shift the weight from the pubic bone to the navel. On the inhale, kick the feet into the hands and lift the knees as high as the shoulders. Seat of the bow. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Remember, Mula Bandha is engaged. That's going to help you lift up. Ujjayi pranayama, still active. Let's do that again. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. On the inhale, lift up. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, relax. Bring the left arm alongside the left ear. Roll over onto the back. Now, here's what we're going to do. Everybody, bring your mat a little closer to the wall. Okay? And then we're going to take our 2 blocks. Like I said, you want a KitchenAid mixer. It's nice to have a whisk, but I would not make that vegan German chocolate cake with a whisk. Come and lay down with your head in between the blocks. And then wrap the fingers around the bottom edge of the block. So you're kind of pushing the block up into the wall a little bit. You're going to bend your knees. You're going to place your feet where they were in your Seta Bandha Asana. David, your blocks are kind of in the wrong place. Just put it let's put it right there on the black molding. That's going to keep it. Now, press into the hands and the feet, and on the inhale, lift the body off the floor, coming into upward bow. Good for you. Exhale, 1. Look at there. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin, the chest, and come down. The upper, the middle, the lower back. I hope this is not that one that slides, but it might be. So you need something to push against is what is going on. So lift your arms up and then put that right there and really try to press out. See, now you're going to come up, lift your head up. You got it. It's better. Yep. All right. Second time, place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, lift back up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Good, Deborah. Exhale, 3. Good. Look at there. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now, Deborah's got an air fryer. Bring the chin to the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Right. Props are helpful. So you go to other places and they don't know how to use them. I'm going to tell you something. Using props is an advanced practice. When people ask, what does an advanced practice look like? It means that you know how to use a prop. Like I said, you can be a professional cook or you can be a home cook. If you want to be a professional chef, you know how to use all that kitchen equipment. Place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, come back up one more time. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale, good. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin to the chest and come down. You can take that belt off now. And that's truly how I would, because, all the props that we use in yoga were all created by Iyengar, basically, except the weird ones that you see now, like, yoga socks. He didn't create yoga socks. Okay. But he did, I think he's credited with creating the first yoga mat and using blankets and Iyengar, who created the Iyengar method. Bring the knees into the chest, because back in the old days they didn't have any props.
Krishnamacharya, his teacher, didn't teach with props, but I think it was just because Krishnamacharya, I mean, it's pretty early. That was like 19th, early 20th century. So he was, I mean, Krishnamacharya's contribution to yoga was that he taught women for the first time. He like opened the practice up to not just men. Take the knees over to the left, extend the right arm out, looking over the shoulder. And bring the knees back into the center. And then switch sides. And come back to the center. And then place the feet on the floor. And open up the knees to the side, coming back into a Supta Baddha Konasana. Now here you have some choices. You can stay right here in Supta Baddha Konasana, no inversion. You can spin around and bring legs up the wall in Viparita Karani, half inversion. Or set up for shoulder stand, Salamba Sarvangasana. Shoulder stand, full inversion. So there's your choices, half inversion. So let's talk about coming into shoulder stand, since two people want to do shoulder stand. Okay, so come all the way into halasana like Veronique. So the goal is to get your hands on your rib cage where your bra strap is, not just get your hips in the air. Because when you just kind of throw your legs up into the air, you end up in a crescent shape and an anterior pelvic tilt. So you got to take that first moment and come into halasana. Now, bend your knees and bring your heels toward your feet. Don't think, see how you're still in this anterior pelvic tilt? So now move your feet back that way, move your pelvis that way. All you want to see is the red tip of your toenail. Is that all you're seeing? If you're seeing the front of the foot, you're still pushing your hips that way. Push your hips that way. Better. So that I see it all the time, like people just kind of throw their hips up in the air for this. And it's actually, you have to take that moment and kind of think of, do the thoughts, words, and action thing. First, you have thoughts. Thoughts become words. Words become action. So take a time when you're coming into an asana, think it out, set it up properly, then tell yourself what you're going to do, the words. Okay, now I'm going to come into halasana. I'm going to put my hands on my back, not my hips. When I come up, I'm going to bend the knees. I'm going to bring the knees toward the sky, moving my pelvis. Then I'm going to extend my feet toward the sky. I'm going to try to find that alignment of ankle, knee, hip, shoulder. That becomes the action, alignment. Alignment is subjective. Like I said, Mr. Bikram is not right. He's just looking for, not wrong. He's just looking for something else that in triangle than what I was looking for. Now here, everybody try this. Bend the knees and put the knees on your forehead first. So notice that's your hinging at the hip. Notice how your chest came closer to your throat. Now put your toes on the floor behind the head. Now lift the knees away from the forehead and then clasp your hands together in a fist behind your back and push through the back of your knee joint. So here you got another deep hamstring stretch. Exhale 1. So there's the activation of the back of the legs, the post-anterior chain. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now put the hands on the floor toward the wall. Slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time until the hips touch down. And when the hips touch down, extend the legs. And then you can come toward the middle of the room a little bit. And we're going to come into Matsyasana, seat of the fish. Turn the palms to face upward, press into the elbows, lift the chest up, balancing on the crown of the head. So now you're neutralizing the throat. So push into your elbows. There you go. And lift right from here and come right there. Oh, there. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Press into the elbows, bring the chin to the chest, and come down. Now take a little blanket, put a blanket underneath the knees if you would like, or you can put a blanket over the pelvis or the chest. And here we're going to come into Shavasana, corpse seat. So now you can let go of the Ujjayi pranayama. You don't have to breathe in any special way. You just have to allow the breath to breathe organically. Relax at the pelvic floor. So now the body's going to become heavy and dense. And close the eyes and try to empty out the mind, because guess what? A corpse doesn't think even. There's just kind of a stillness here. Shavasana, corpse seat.
Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka 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 Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Sukhino
Gently start to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms overhead and stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions like you're waking up. Draw the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. And then gently roll over to the right side. And pressing the left palm into the earth, lift the torso up and come up to a seated position for a very brief meditation practice. So you can sit on the blanket, you can sit on blocks, but you want to find a seat that you can sustain, that you can be still in, and then commit to that seat. And then allow the breath to deepen again. You don't have to re-employ Ujjayi pranayama, but have breath awareness for meditation. Watch the inhales come into the body. Watch the exhales leave the body. And start to close the eyes and draw the senses inward, focusing the mind. But you have to have something to focus on. So as you inhale, silently chant to yourself, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. And then as you exhale, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Repeat that over and over and over and over again. And if the mind chatters or wanders or comes unfocused, focus on the breath, focus on mantra. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. On your own.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly to meet the hands, giving thanks and praise for the teachings of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachers and teachings yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Enjoy the weather. And I think Deborah was online with this. Thank you, Deborah. Fine. I don't know. I get confused. Okay.